in my home. So there is no way you could say, and
is being fed with lies.
The position are wrong, but not terrorist.
Imagine that. He categorizes wrong and terrorists.
But some of the opposition are wrong and also terrorists.
Some are wrong.
I will discuss with the interreligious. The other time when we had a meeting with the interreligious council, I told them if we can find a way of advising these misled people.
Because they're misled. He doesn't believe in the opposition. Alternative ideas, absolutely. To him, that's an anathema of how his psychology operates.
So that we don't have to use a strong arm on them, it will be better. Of course, we have the capacity to.
Right. They need to advise them, they misled, such that the government doesn't use a strong arm on them.
Because they were planning. Something happened in Butambara. A character called Kivumbi.
This is the president of Uganda addressing a member of parliament as a character.
Was defeated. Now the plan everywhere was that where NUP is defeated, gangs with the pangas. You remember pangas?
That's a complete and utter lie. This didn't happen. The violence they're referring to happened in the home of Muhammad Muwanga Kivumbi. But he's claiming that, there were gangs that were headed to polling station to commit violence.
Don't buy next phone, try this hack. If your phone is full, don't buy extra storage.
Muwanga Kivumbi might end up like Segirinya.
With the pangas, should attack the polling station. That's what they did.
Are you kidding me?
Was defeated. They came with pangas to attack the polling station.
Listen, ladies and gentlemen, what?
Should attack the polling station. That's what they did. When she was defeated, they came with pangas to attack the polling station and they were shot. 7 of them were shot dead there.
Listen,
that they came with pangas to attack the polling station. That is what he's saying.
Oh my Lord. The president doesn't even offer sympathy to the people that were killed. But he tells lies and continues to, because there's no one that's going to be like, hey, that's a lie. The over 10 people that were shot at, 10 of them killed immediately, were not at any polling station. They were in the home of Muhammad Muwanga Kivumbi. Okay, let's go and listen to Muhammad Muwanga Kivumbi telling us about the incident. And I'm like, how is he confident in telling lies? Listen here just a moment. Okay.
So the president is totally misinformed.
Yeah, totally misinformed.
So this one is saying, okay, Mordecai is saying, how confident How is how can you be so confident in telling lies? Then Muwanga Kivumbi was like, I think the president was misinformed. So
totally out of for him to say that gangs attacked a police station. There were no police station that was attacked. It is the military that descended to people in my home, and these killings happened in a garage in my home. So there is no way you could say, and we are going to put him to shame, because
now that's why he's being arrested, because
from that place,
put him to shame.
I have cameras.
Cameras?
Not only cameras, there were people who recorded videos.
That's why he's been he's been arrested, because he's got evidence, he's got receipts that show what happened, who committed these crimes.
Okay.
And I want to suspect that they've tried to get this footage, but all in vain. And how do they operate? Might is always right. Arrest him. And you've got people who have proof, who recorded, who have these tapes. So I think as a failure of getting this footage, they decided that, you know what, we need to arrest this man.
Let's get him.
Remember, after killing, shooting at people, they had to carry their bodies in an ambulance and throw them at a hospital, dump them at a hospital. They didn't want to create a scene after having created a scene already.
That's why after killing people, after killing all the people who are there, they did another firing and ensured that they retrieved every dead person and packed trucks and took them to Congo Hospital. We have footage of soldiers carrying dead bodies.
They have footage of these people. They have their faces and names. That's why he's been arrested. That's why Muwanga Kivumbi has been arrested. I believe so. They have footage of these people that committed grave crimes, crimes against humanity, murdering people in broad daylight. So they'll be like, okay, we need to arrest this man.
We also have a footage of two soldiers that were shot at the site.
Okay.
Therefore, for him to allege a terrorist act on me and on any...
For him to allege a terrorist act on me, that is a very disheartening statement. Muwanga Kivumbi, we pray for you.
People who are victims of state violence is extremely unfortunate. And
isn't it sad that you have a president of a country who's going to stand before the public and accuse a member of parliament of being a terrorist? I mean, is the president the judge of Uganda, of any court in Uganda? How do you reach that conclusion? There's no investigation. I mean, a reasonable, sane human being who really cares about something called due process would say, I think we're going to launch investigation into that. Try to ascertain what really happened. But you cannot. And in a country where all institutions are dead, the moment you allege that a member of parliament is a terrorist, that's
terrorist.
actually, this is an indirect way of deploying or telling your foot soldiers, the obsequious, servants in the police and the military, to do your dirty work.
Okay.
That's what it means. If the president says, oh, so-and-so is a terrorist, then what do you expect the police is going to do? But who is he to come to that conclusion? There's no investigation. There's no nothing. He's already judged and passed a judgment, probably. So I won't be surprised if maybe Muwanga Kivumbi is killed, or, I mean, he's charged with treason and stuff like that. I don't know what they're going to accuse him for. Let's go on and listen to Muwanga Kivumbi again, explaining more about what happened. Listen here. Then we're going to go back to Museveni. Listen here.
To the nearest police station from where we are is like 3 kilometers away in Gombe TC. And there was no way. And it was at 3. And this happened in my compound. So, in my house. Therefore, this was a massacre by security forces led by the deputy RDC, who was at the scene of crime, commanding the...
That it was a massacre led by the security forces, or a massacre by security forces led by the RDC.
This was a massacre by security forces led by the deputy RDC, who was at the scene of crime, commanding the shooting and the killing of people and the massacre of innocent civilians. Those that have gone to the mortuary are reporting 15 bodies that are being reported from Tambara.
15 bodies, oh my God.
We are also, some soldiers were also killed in a crossfire, like 12 of them. All those are unaccounted for. So it cannot come to that extent. That because you want to rig an election, you go out of your way to murder tens of people. It's very unfortunate. The bullet wounds, the bullet spaces can be seen on video. The blood can be seen on video inside the house. So how would one, even if it is a crazy idea, begin to say that happened at a police station? My home, my garage, was it a police kiosk? So it speaks to a president that is ill-informed.
It's really ill-informed. I don't think actually he's ill-informed. I know he knows these are lies, but in an environment where institutions are personalized, are owned by one man, it doesn't really matter.
And coordinated.
They're used against his political opponents.
What it is. And I've participated in the burial of 6.
He went on to explain, where he participated. Let's go and listen to Museveni one more time, and then we can call it a conversation tonight.
With Pangas. Now, those who came to Nakasero on the 14th, on the 13th, remember that I was up the whole night. I didn't sleep.
I won't go into that, but hey, that man has ordered the arrest of Muhammad Muwanga Kivumbi. Now, please allow me to show you some of the receipts here. Watch.
It's sort of huge
we need to
problems with corruption.
Pause this before we play this. I think that makes sense. This is the gate of Muhammad Muwanga Kivumbi. The bullets were shot at people from outside. From 7 to allege that this is a polling station. It doesn't even make me angry, but sad. Like, how do you tell a blatant lie? Like, the president of Uganda, #1 consumer of security intelligence, is he being fed lies? Like, he doesn't even mention, they were killed at this polling station. This is the home of Muhammad Muwanga Kivumbi. They were looking for him when they failed to open the other door, so they resorted to trying to open the gate. It is really, really sad. Then one more time, I think I'm going to show you one of the people Museveni referred to as a terrorist. Oh my Lord. Look at this lady. Look at this lady, ladies and gentlemen. What's that? Okay, let's go back. Jeez, I'm playing these videos from Facebook. One of the people that was shot at, Museveni looks at this lady as a terrorist.
Ekibondo kiri wano kyafulumidde eno byayise wano ne lifulumira eno wano naye sala tefasoma olulawo lwakuba katali mu mbeera kyakafika alumizibwa nnyo obulumi muli bubi sasa bali mukubye wano mu kisambi wano ne lifulumira eno kabina wano tetumanyi bamwe eriri bali avuddemu eddala bali mukubye erino wano.
She was shot at twice. That's Museveni coming to a conclusion that all those are terrorists. Okay, I'll go on and show you the kind of complete turmoil we are living in as Ugandans. The arrest of Muhammad Muwanga Kivumbi brings the total number of NUP leaders at top level to 3. Remember, they arrested, at first they arrested Mama Lina Zedriga, they arrested Jolie Jacqueline Tukamushaba, and now they have Muhammad Muwanga Kivumbi. This is the deputy president of the NUP for Western Uganda, deputy president for NUP Northern Uganda, and this is the deputy president of NUP Buganda. Imagine that, ladies and gentlemen. And Museveni believes, this is a free and fair game. Really?
Okay, what are people saying about this? Let's look at some of the comments. Let's look at people's reactions. Remember, react, digest, and analyze. React, analyze, digest. So we have Harriet. Imagine being a victim and get arrested. So if they had killed him as well, what would Museveni say? He was a terrorist. This is so sad, worrying. This is so sad, worrying. That is Harriet. Then we have the vibe. The vibe is saying a nation without justice is a true sign of downfall, and it is inevitable. Remember, it is inevitable. I've remembered when Sanoth wanted to Kukube and Tori, and they had removed the thing, all the infinity stones. So he said, I'm inevitable. And it never worked. So I've remembered that. So the vibe is saying that a nation without justice is a true sign of downfall, and it is inevitable. Then we have Pore is saying, we are totally under captivity in the name of peace, as said by the regime. That is Pore. Then we have Serwanja. How shameless is Museveni and the regime to now frame the honorable? Yes. Then we have Feni. Feni saying, accusing political opponents of serious crimes without evidence, followed by violence and arrest, is deeply troubling. This pattern undermines democracy and the rule of law. Leadership must protect citizens and uphold justice, not use fear and intimidation to silence dissent. Hey, that is funny. That is funny. Brian, time will tell. The end of Museveni's brutal family is near. That is Brian. Bobby, Museveni only speak truth by mistake. He's a serial liar. Oh, Museveni only speaks truth by mistake. Museveni agamba mazima omunshobi. He's a serial liar. Ngogu no mubi wechishuba karaso. And that's a mental illness itself. Ngogu bongano burwiri. Yeah. Nam is saying, tujogedwa agasaja gano banange. William Sewari, what goes around comes back around. Time is the best judge. Time is the best judge. Yes, that is William. Pamela is saying, no one is permanent on this planet Earth. His time will come. Ngutini aroruberera eshayona obwire bwe buri omwisha. Emmanuel is saying the world needs the video footage of the killing. Then there is one above the above. Time will tell. That is pain. That is health. Then we have Mugumia. We expected this. And don't be disappointed when Kivumbi is charged of the Bijambia. And at the end, we are seeing another case of Segirinya in the line. Nakawoya. Their mission to arrest or kill all vocal opposition leaders. God should intervene, otherwise they want silencers. That is Nakawoya. Sham. The regime is in panic. Sooner or later are falling down. Munamasaka gambye. Sometimes nebyo kwogera bimbula. Waswa, the man is hungry for power. Ngomshija inenshara yobutegechi. Davis Mayeku, we really need to pray for our country. May God intervene and bring forth all this to end. Oh, may Uganda, God uphold thee. The national anthem. They want to cover up themselves, their atrocities of killing innocent citizens, so that evidence is put against Muwanga Kivumbi. Nguchocho benda bachindure ekibakozera ombururu bakiteeka mu Kivumbi. they will kill him because now they want evidence. Tom Martin, he should release the CCTV footage to the public, otherwise I see another Segirinya. Naye tukoye banange. Thanks, Sebo. Francis, police always records where there are videos. Let Ugandans demand the videos. Sometimes I feel like crying when Museveni lies to the world. Now Raina Kura Museveni yana bihensi. That's one of the reasons why those people went to our president's home, because they thought they will tell them where the president is. So what do you think about this video? Like, share, subscribe. See you in the next